Morning. It is 10 a.m. on Friday, September 19th, 2025. Call this meeting of the Wichita County Commissioners Court to order. Our first item up this morning is to review and discuss jail maintenance projects and work orders. Sheriff, what do you got for us this morning?
There's a roof leak. When it rains. There's two lights out in the building. The drivers for those lights have been replaced. There was 113 work orders over the last 2 weeks completed. And we did get the garage door downstairs fixed. And the lock. I think Ricky's got it set and Aries has it set, and then our transfer officers have sets.
Are we using that old book-in area again?
Not yet. We haven't gone through jail commission to get it blessed yet, but we are starting to pull the vans back in there and unload from inside.
Do we need to do anything else in there to clean it up?
I don't think so. We'll get trustees if it needs to be cleaned up, and the stuff that's on this side, is it stuff that can go out there to the?
Stuff that can be gotten rid of. That was all out of the old commissioner's courtroom.
Okay. We'll see to it. Other than that, that's all we have for work orders.
Seems like we are still, and probably will be for a while, significantly less on the out-of-county inmates that we're holding.
Yes, yeah.
Is that mostly that Collin County reduction?
Yeah. They came and got almost 30 of theirs.
Yeah.
And we're still running at 590s every day. And the last 2 weeks, I don't know how many went today, but the last 2 weeks, a little over 40 went to TDCJ from jail, but the number's still staying up there.
Do you know off the top of your head roughly where we are on wait list for State Hospital?
No, I do not. I can find out.
Yeah, I can send an email to
Captain
Patterson. No worries. Okay. Anything else, Sheriff?
No, sir.
Any questions? Okay. Item number 2, review status report on salaries and overtime. Well, Wilmer sent this yesterday at 8:37 a.m.
So since you're sitting down, I'll break the news to you. 13 open positions, 13 job offers. In the jail. So first week of October 6th, I think is the start date.
Oh, well, that gives 3 weeks for 13 people to quit.
Well, it does. But let's not hope they don't. So, I had to push it back a week. Next week is TCO conference. So they have to, the training guys are going to conference.
3 weeks, you said? I think they average about 3 a week.
Well, we haven't had, knock on wood, it's been pretty smooth lately. It hasn't been any.
Well, in all seriousness, that's good news.
Yeah. Those 13 positions equaled at 48 hours a week, 1,248 hours of overtime to replace them. And then at 874 hours of vacation or sick. So 2,122 hours of our overtime in the jail was open positions or sick or vacation. So left about 500 hours of actual overtime.
Well, I hope we get the chance to test to see how that actually looks in practice.
In November, however, we are going to do a jail school, so we have to get those through. They have to have their license within that 1 year date. But I think we're good till probably March or April after that.
And just a heads up on the spreadsheet, it looks like the 560 total number is not capturing something. The total salary, overtime, and holiday cost. Unless 560 had a $90,000 reduction. I only bring that up because I was looking at the total numbers and they were significantly less, and I was about to ask why that was, but I think that's what the issue is.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that, Judge.
Okay. I mean, I'd love it if our per working hour cost was $7.64, but
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they're
It's probably not.
probably not.
Will, that has really worked well, and I guess they take turns doing it where they drive around the couple of blocks here at the courthouse. This, having the presence out there.
Oh, the
man,
courthouse
sure-
security?
It sure has seemed to reduce our number of visitors that are prone to just
hang out.
lollygag around, yeah.
Good.
Cody, it looks like y'all been able to, even with the Digi project going on, y'all have not had to use a ton of overtime with your folks being around here for them?
No.
Okay.
No, typically I'm the one that stays, so.
Okay. Yeah, thankfully for all of this, Matt's overtime isn't reflected on this sheet. Nearly there?
Oh, we're there. It's sent to him.
Okay. All right. Any questions? All right. Move on to item number 3. Review and discuss regular bills. Should have an email from Margaret from Wednesday, 5:02. Wednesday, huh?
I had a out-of-town doctor's appointment yesterday, so I wanted to make sure y'all had it.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you. You had a short trip to New York, huh?
It wasn't that short.
Probably.
Yes, sir.
This list is pretty light. Largest expense in Gen is for your Tyler Odyssey quarterly fees. And a lot of the reason why it is light is because they are on top of the bills. Accounts payable staff is keeping us current. And looking at the budget for 2025, we are sitting about 65%, which would be for each department, which would be mostly payroll. So everybody looks like we're in good shape, and commend the department heads and elected officials for monitoring their spending and maintaining a balanced budget.
To be clear, this is not a green flag to just go out and spend.
That is please.
Jeff, how long we had the dump trailer going now? Has it been a year?
Yeah, I bet you it's been a year, a little over.
I know they never pulled it off, and that was the first bill we got for the pike pass on it.
On what?
Is that what you're talking
No,
about?
I'm talking about the our roll-off dumpsters.
Oh,
I'd really like to know from all the road and bridge what kind of our difference in spending is for, before we were paying landfill on
and
our
hauling.
pickups, but then we were paying for hauling too. I'd really like to figure out how much money is it saving us a year having that dump trailer?
Which is gonna be only reflected, Margaret, in the land, which city, well,
Mhm.
I guess everybody goes to City of Wichita Falls landfill.
Mhm.
Do we see any Waste Connections
Yeah.
landfill fees?
I don't know, I have to look at them specifically,
We
but,
do have some, yeah.
I would I'll be happy to do that for you guys, but I'm working on a big project for Judge Johnson right now. He needs
No,
it by Monday.
No hurry.
So I will look at that for you guys and
Yeah.
see.
There, I know we're way down.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mickey, have y'all has anybody had any, I mean, everybody's gone and used them, right? I mean.
Yeah, we have. And I think we've only dumped one, cause most of our road pickup stuff is so big, we have so
Go
much,
straight on.
we go straight to the landfill and dump.
You're right, it is light.
Mm-hmm. Especially compared to last week, had $3 million for the debt.
Yeah. Let's get an LPPF payment or something on here.
Mm-hmm. Not yet.
Let's look at berries, see if there's anything weird.
You didn't have much.
No.
None of us had much.
Matt, do we have,
Yeah.
have you decided on kinda what we're gonna do inventory wise with a
I
little
hadn't got to Jeff's.
barcode or some kinda, have you,
I gotta look into that machine because it was bought 2 years ago and make sure that it's still the most up to date and go from there. We are working on wrapping up the sheriff's office audit for all their assets and equipment. And once that's done, then we'll look at how we're gonna address the other fixed assets
okay.
later on.
And is there, like, do we do it and then we input the information as to the name of the
We
thing?
can input it while we're there into the machine
Oh,
and
okay.
it'll upload it to Munis.
Okay.
Yeah, and just for full transparency, so whenever we were doing the capital assets this year, and even whenever I was doing them before, in 2022 and 21, there were assets that were just grouped together in the legacy system, and so there's like 3.9 million that's just grouped together and not actually identifies what it is and what makes up that balance, and so we are working to make sure that all of that's accounted for appropriately going forward before we completely turn off the old system.
Okay.
Since I was gone, that Brazos door for the west doors, that bill was approved in court last week, wasn't it? Hadn't that already been paid?
Yeah, the only reason why they may ask you for approval even when there's a court order is because we need to know the work's done.
Oh, no, I've already
Yeah.
done that, but I
Yeah.
received another invoice from them yesterday, is why I asked.
Well-
Oh, yes, so, yeah, if it didn't pay last week, it's gonna pay this one. Matt's probably already working toward it.
Well, Mick, you need to talk to, what's the Stocky, our, maintenance guy?
Perry?
Perry?
I think you said his
Jane?
name, I'll know it. I mean, he
Yeah.
worked a lot on those
It's on this
doors,
one, yeah.
Mickey, but they had to do a lot to bring those doors. Our maintenance did, and he had to redo that floor, he had to redo the threshold.
Yeah, Gilbert and Jay spent a lot.
Gilbert
Oh,
told me, he showed me the caulking on that. I mean, they had some wide, you need to have a, heart to heart with them and tell them that.
On the copy?
Yeah.
I've already talked to him
Well,
about the copy.
Well, visit with Gilbert before, because he unpieced that floor and really worked with it over 2 or 3 day period here
Well,
when you
yeah,
were
he
gone to
chipped
get
it
it.
down and floated it out the way it should have been, so
And
that's, I don't think that was part of the scope of the project anyway.
It wasn't, but
But-
they told me that, cause I had some issues, just so y'all two know, I had some issues with that caulking, the color, and so I called him, he said, yeah, he said as soon as all that dries, if we wanna change the color of that to get it better with what we have, with the grout and everything, he'll come back and redo that, no problem. Because I told him, right now it's too wet to mess with, but after it dries, we can pull it out of there easier and fix it. Cause I didn't like that
Gilbert-
that gray color matches their door, but it don't really go with the
Right.
grout line and
Right.
stuff,
Yeah.
so.
Well, Gilbert he worked, I mean, hard all week long on it, seemed like, and,
Yeah, I spent about 3 days on it.
he really did a good job and got it just exactly the way he wanted. Waited on it a few times to dry up enough to add more, and I sure like the way the doors work though. I mean, it's nice
Yep.
going out compared to them old heavy things we used
They're
to
nice.
have.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can let them know it's on for Tuesdays.
Okay, they just sent me another bill. It wasn't nothing. They didn't say nothing. They just sent
Right.
another bill, and I thought, well, I'm pretty sure I sent all that through. I thought it was on court last
Yeah.
week or something.
I mean, heck, the invoice date is 9/11, and it's gonna be paid on
That's
the
pretty good, yeah.
22nd, 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All good?
Good.
Yep. Jeff, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Any questions? This is almost a Barry Mahler special. All right, it is 10:15 and court is adjourned.